Hey, good morning, traders. Happy December, first trading day of the new month. Okay, guys, we are seeing a little bit of pullback this morning after the massive rally into last week. Thanksgiving, Turkey Day rally. Really nice recovery last week in the overall markets. What do we got going on this morning here? This purple line right here represents last Friday's anchored VWAP. We are opening below last Friday's anchored VWAP, and we know it was a holiday shortened day anyway. Got a nice little gap down here on SPY this morning. But it's really important to note this last leg higher in the markets to break out move higher in the markets, which triggered last Tuesday. We came down early this morning. We tagged it to the tick, the anchored VWAP from last Tuesday, and so far we're holding. So this is still a very bullish signal. That was exactly where you should have been buying the dip if you were able in the markets. And so far this morning, that is holding on SPY. Similar situations here. We haven't even made it down to this last breakout. See this last push breakout here on the NASDAQ. We haven't even gotten all the way back down to that. Okay. We haven't even did a hard back full test of this fair value gap either. So this is showing relative strength here in the Qs early on this morning here. Even though we do have the sell down in the markets. Okay, we are below Friday's anchored VWAP with a gap down. Okay, so pretty much it's still a very much right at the top of these prior highs, suggesting they are trying to defend these prior highs, suggesting that they are maybe trying to push to higher levels. So nothing about this suggests that we are this actually is acting as a supportive bullish thesis by the dip uh, currently in the pre-market. It's 5:30 in the morning. Okay, guys. So some things going on here on the IWM. We saw break of the Friday's anchored VWAP. Okay, we still have not completed this fair value gap, this retracement here. Uh, we spent a little bit longer time against this the same time frame uh, anchored VWAP. You know, the time frames didn't match up exactly the same. Uh, but we have spent a little bit more time here, showing a little bit more relative weakness, uh, but it's still trying to break out above these prior highs. They're still using that, trying to support that. So be very mindful of that. We do have quite a few. If you go over here, let me go ahead and type in the futures contracts here. I got it drawn out better. You see all these fair value gaps on the Russell 2000. Uh, you know, at some point in time, these might need to be repaired here in the not so different distant future. So be very mindful of that, but we are still trying to defend these prior highs. So I don't want to, if we came in this morning and we immediately start breaking this 2480, then I would probably start looking to the downside in the markets, suggesting that we might be trying to do some repair work, deeper repair work in the markets. So I'm going to be really watching this 2480 early on this morning here on the Russell. Like I said, this here's as far as in the bearish mode, uh, they may want to be coming down here and doing some repair to kick off the new month. So this was going to be one of my top watches for the session. Things happening here. They are building higher structure here on Apple in the 278, 280 range here on the gamma exposure. Okay, it seems to be happening here. Uh, if you use those same time frames, we're showing a little bit of relative weakness here at Apple early on this morning. So let's be very mindful of that. They are trying to defend these prior highs here on Apple as well. So we have to keep that mindful in the back of our minds too. Uh, Opening, maybe uh, uh, be very mindful. Like I said, be mindful that these are acting uh, as resistance until they've proven otherwise in today's session. So be very mindful of that. Microsoft's got back up into the Diller cluster zone. below another one. Every one of these are below the Friday's anchored VWAP. Okay, if you use the same time frame, that gray one represents the same, that final big push in the indices, and and it's important to keep in relation to that. Which wants some relatives, and that last push in the indices, we are seeing Microsoft recently here doing an outperform. Okay. Amazon showing a little bit of outperform on that last push. Okay, below Friday's anchored VWAP. Uh, Google showing a little bit underperform versus that last push in the markets. We did know that there was gamma coming out during that same time frame in Google, showing relative weakness. So this one here is one of the weakest on this last push up in the markets. Might be giving us a big tail. This would be one of our leaders to the downside if we think there's going to be deeper profits taken in the markets. This would be on our leaderboard to the downside. So let's definitely keep that one on watch. And like with Apple being right behind that. So be very, but Apple's actually building higher gammas. Be careful on that one. Tesla. We do have auto sales come out tomorrow. Uh, Likely they're going to keep a bit under this until those numbers actually hit the wire. So be mindful of that. Uh, that is a very critical uh, rejection area that we have seen that happened uh, here in Tesla. See if that can hold us down here and stay below Friday's anchored VWAP. Uh, that's really your line in the sand. As long as Tesla can stay under the 429, you have to you would think price would be contained. But back above 429, this thing could be a beast. Right here, right now, it looks like short the resistance until proven otherwise. Meta was a really big outperform in this last push up in the markets. See this red line there? So basically, it was we're doing slightly better than the broader indices. So let's be very mindful of that. It was one of our leaders up there. It looks like they're trying to build uh, a new base here for Meta. And remember, guys, Meta is the biggest participant, one of the biggest participants in the whole AI story. So this is really going to be one of your main players here, along with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is showing a lot of relative weakness here. Okay, uh, so this is another one. Be very mindful of this, showing a lot of relative weakness uh, to the broader markets. Uh, Currently trading below several of our anchored VWAPs from last week. Uh, so be very mindful of that as well. Is there anything I'm forgetting here? Amazon showing a little bit relative weakness on that last push up, or relative strength. We do know the Black Friday sales were a little bit stronger than expected. We're still contained within this downtrend. See that downtrend right there? So we're coming in here into a resistance area on Amazon. So be mindful of that. I did notice Walmart this morning is in a breakout. We do have a breakout here on Amazon for 4 hours. Breaking out of these prior highs on Walmart. It's showing a lot of strength here in Walmart itself. So see if that continues for that. Okay. Other than that, that's all I got to say here. Uh, so basically, we got some overhead resistance to kick off the session here, but I don't see any major warning signs that the uptrend has broken. So be very mindful. It just kind of looks like a back and fill initially this morning. So be very mindful of that in your trading.